Hi everyone, Suze here. So I feel like today is the day that I should tell you all guys about my own abuse story, because I do feel like that it is time for me to tell you guys, and it's going to be a very hard and an emotional video for me. So I hope everyone out there, especially on YouTube, please respect what I'm about to say, because this is hard for any sort of child, adult, or anyone who has ever been through abuse. So this is my story. When I was only 6 weeks old until I was 13, I was full-on abused by my dad. It started, like I said, when I was only 6 weeks old, and it ended on a court date, which we finally won, and we were so happy. But I never saw my father again, and I'm really glad that I haven't. I went through emotional abuse by my father. I went through verbal abuse by my father. I went through physical abuse, and I went through neglect by my dad. I remember what he did to me, and it's a daily reminder of what I want in for my own father of my own kids, that I don't want any of my children to go through. I remember when he used to pull my hair. I remember when he used to smack both of my cheeks. I remember when he used to make me kneel on the floor. And these days I get instant bruises on my knees because it gets instantly bruised. I remember when my father used to do a monkey grip on to my leg and to my knee, and how he used to dig it in to my leg and how much it would hurt. I remember once that I didn't want to eat my veggies or eat my dinner, or I wasn't misbehaving. He made me stand most of the night until probably 2 a.m. when I actually did wet myself, and he made me stand up, and I was asleep on the floor, and I do remember that. I remember when I was about 6 or 7 years old, I forgot what age I was pushed into a side of a chair that gave me a 50-cent bruise, and that's in the Australian coin currency on my private part. I went to hospital and I got an exam that mortifies me to this very day, and it still hurts. How my father would used to call my mum very horrible names, and I used to always fight and always protected her, and that was just me ever since I was a child. I remember once when I had to get a knife so he would literally stop and leave me alone, and how he dragged me that day straight to the police station and to report me for trying to attempt to kill him. But all I want from him to do is just to leave me alone. That's all that I wanted my dad to do, was stop and leave me alone and actually be my father. And he never was. He never was. And it breaks my heart thinking that my dad never really loved me. He probably abused me out of revenge to my mum for kicking him out when I was only 6 weeks old, or that he went through his own abuse and he wanted us to go through what he went through. I want everyone to know that people choose to be abusers. People choose to do harm, and I know that he's in the wrong. I've known that for the past 3 years to nearly 5 years, that it is his fault and he chose to do these things. I do get memories, I do get random flashbacks, even memories that didn't ever happen, like, I know that. But this is the most hardest videos that I have ever tried to record. This is my 3rd time of recording this video, and I'm more calmer because I already did 2 videos before. This is the most hardest thing that any child, any adult, any senior person can talk about, and it's the most hardest topics to ever talk about, especially when it comes to sexual abuse. Like, I feel like I didn't really go through that, but for people who have, it's one of the most hardest things to move past. And I am choosing my words wisely, because the abuse that I did went through, it gave me my mental illness. Even though my mental illness runs in both sides of my family, I got in it when I was in year 9. It was hard because it was only a year or so after when the abuse stopped. I can say this now, that when I was in year 9 until I left for going to school, that I was an attention-seeking person. Like, I can admit that I was. This is how it rushes through my brain, how I was very up and down. I was seeking attention, but people didn't really know what happened in my past. And I look back at my past and I regret all the actions that I did, and especially with all the friendships that just came crushing down on me. It broke my heart. This is one of the most hardest videos that I can ever post on YouTube, but I feel like it's time for people to understand about child abuse and start to look towards a positive outlook on the survivors of child abuse. If anyone is going through abuse, please contact your police in any country, any part of the world, family members or teachers or friends, your friends' parents, or anyone that you do trust. Please go tell them. If your parents don't believe you, then go to the police. They will believe you, because you're a young child who is talking about these accusations, and that's what they will call it for now. But just know that we are all beautiful and it will be okay. I want everyone to know that if anyone lives here in Australia, one of the best services that you can go to is definitely Headspace Australia. Please go there if you have any signs of a mental illness, depression, suicide, anxiety, or even if you want to just go talk to someone. Please go contact them. Go helpline, kids helpline, or anyone that would listen. Please know that my heart is there for you. And I just want to say one more thing before I end this video. I want to thank all of Headspace and my 2 counsellors who have been helping me. I want to thank you too. I want to thank my amazing case manager who works at Mission Australia. I thank you. I thank my high school for keeping me on so I can finish my SACE and graduate. I want to thank you guys a lot. I want to thank anyone in Flow, which is community learning. I want to thank you guys also. And a big thank you to my family and my friends, and especially to my best friend. Thank you so much for being there, and a special massive thank you to my mum. You have sacrificed so much for us, and I want to say thank you. I don't want to cry. I want to keep this positive. I just want to say thank you for sacrificing everything for us and protecting your children like a mother should do, or any kind parent will. And I thank you. And I'll catch you guys for my next review, probably. I'll catch you all soon.